Hi, everyone. So welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to be essentially talking about one of the field in metadata tab of any Couchbase document. The field is ID. So we're going to be essentially talking about this ID field in the metadata tab of a document. So essentially, when we open any document in Couchbase, we'll see two tabs. So one is data tab and other is the metadata tab. In the data tab, we'll essentially see the actual data of document, and the other tab is the metadata tab. So I will be talking about what is ID in this metadata tab. So what values which it gonna be taking. Yeah. So what is ID in a metadata tab? So this ID is called basically we'll in many literature or in something we'll be calling this ID as the ID of a document. So or else this we can also be calling it as a key of a document. So the ID in the metadata tab takes the value of a field specified with @ID notation in document. For example, here have a Java class called metadata, metabot data, and this is a document. Yeah. So in over here I have two fields. One is ID and other is the big bot data. So as we can see that this ID field is annotated with @ID. So now if I see any document of this metadata metabot data in Couchbase, so in data tab I can only see the bot data field. I can't see this ID field at all. So but I can see this ID field in the metadata tab. So whatever may be the ID, the value this field gonna take, the value will go through the ID field in the metadata tab. Yeah. So essentially, the value that ID field in the metadata tab is the value of the field which is annotated with @ID in a document. Yeah. So this is what an ID in metadata tab gonna taking. So now we'll see a way to query for a document using this ID or keys. So which is we can do that using this class called use keys. So basically, first we have to do a normal select from the collection. So here first we have done select from collection airport, and then followed by use keys and followed by the actual key value. So basically, this query will be querying this collection, and also we'll be checking whether there exists any document with the ID value as this airport underscore 1254. So this is how we use this use keys uh, in any nickel or SQL++ query to retrieve a document using the keys. We can also do this in Java or any Spring Boot application by using a notation called @query. So this @query notation is from Spring Data Couchbase. So in this notation, we can write our custom query so that whenever this method which is annotated with this @query is called, the Spring Data Couchbase gonna be using this custom query to retrieve from the Couchbase. So here, if you see the example, I have used this query. So we have first one placeholder which is saying that nickel dot select entity, then followed by clause use keys, and followed by another placeholder. So now let us break down this query components. The first placeholder. So this placeholder, whenever we call this method, so the Spring Data Couchbase replaces this using an appropriate SQL++ query. So basically, this will be replaced with select from megabot data, and then followed by use case. It will be same, and followed by this placeholder. This placeholder will be replaced by the parameter of this method. So this placeholder basically will replace by this bot ID. So basically, this entire query which we have written over here will be replaced like this. So select from megabot. Megabot is the collection name, okay, and then followed by use keys, and this placeholder will be replaced by this value of this parameter. Let us say as some key. Yeah. So here the first part of the query basically selects all the documents from this megabot collection, and then it will basically sort the documents using this use case clause and the value which we have presented here. Yeah. So basically here we have in this video we have seen what is id in the metadata tab of the any Couchbase document, and what value this id field gonna take, and how it gonna take. We have seen that any this id in the metadata tab takes the value of field annotated with the red id in a document. And then we have seen how to use keys to refer a documents using this id, or we can say it as key as well. And then we have seen how to write this sql plus query using in java, in any spring boot or java application, using the @, query. And then we have broke down the query which we have written, and see how it will be replaced by spring data couchbase. Yeah. So this is for this video. See you in the next.